Democrats sinking to a new low. A new Fox News poll showing the president, the vice president, and the first lady all more popular than big Democrats in Congress. So is it time for the Democrats to call off their summer of resistance? Here at the debate, a brotherly debate. Brad Woodhouse, a former DNC communications director and Democratic strategist, and his brother, Dallas Woodhouse, Green Right, the executive director of North Carolina's Republican Party. Guys, thank you very much for joining us today.
Good morning.
So, Brad, let's start with you. Given the fact that when you look at it, Melania Trump is popular with 51%, Donald Trump 47%, Mike Pence 47%, Nancy Pelosi 33%, and Chuck Schumer 26%. Maybe the Democrats' message is not resonating. Maybe it's time to forget about that summer of resistance.
Well, look, if you look at your same poll there, Steve, the apples-to-apples comparison is the Republican congressional leadership. Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, their approval ratings are as low or lower as the Democrats. So by that logic, Republicans should be rushing over to compromise with Democrats.
So then
on
I guess, Brad, it just shows that
but
the White House is more popular than Congress.
Well, look, the White Houses traditionally have been more popular than Congress. Barack Obama was more popular than Congress. But let's be real here, Steve. If you look at the Real Clear Politics average, if you look at the trend on Gallup, President Trump's approval rating is around 40%. He's had a high disapproval of 60% in the Gallup rating, and that is going to have a bigger impact on political outcomes in 2016 than the approval ratings of leaders in Congress that are relatively unknown by comparison.
Well, let's see. Dallas, what do you think?
Well, I think I'm glad to see the president is having some success. I mean, obviously,
on what, Dallas?
The first lady. Well,
on what?
I mean, he is
what has he had
showing
success
strength.
On?
One at a time.
Well, first of all, he's showing strength in the world. He's getting allies to the table. He's taking a tough stand across the world, and I believe we're going to get health care done, and I believe we're going to be very successful in the 2018 elections. We have very popular people with the White House and some Republicans that can go into districts. The Democrats have Nancy Pelosi, who, if she was an actress, would be box office poison, and she's a great foil for us. The Democrats have Chuck Schumer. I would not want to bring him into a red state. So I think that the Democrats have some very unattractive leaders when it comes to the 2018 elections, and I think that's going to make nationalizing the elections very difficult, which is what they want to do. I think we're in good, solid footing.
Well, you know what, Dallas? So does Hillary Clinton. She thinks the Democrats are actually going to do better in 2018 as your brother collects himself. Watch this soundbite. Here's the former First Lady.
Everything will change if we win in 2018. We have to flip 24 seats.
Yeah.
Okay? I won 23 districts that have a Republican Congress member. I think flipping the House is certainly realistic. It's a goal that we can set for ourselves.
Okay, Brad, she says flipping the House is realistic, but here's the problem, and you've heard it from a number of your Democratic friends. The Democrat Party right now has no message. If you're going to flip the House, you need a message.
Well, first of all, I don't believe that we don't have a message. Look, when you're the opposition party, well, when you're the opposition party, Steve, the message is not allow President Trump and Republicans to take health care away from 23 million people. Look, the reason that Republicans can't pass a health care bill in Congress is because Democrats are going to the American people and telling them how bad it would be for them, how much it would harm them, how it would harm their health, how it would harm the economy. Look, Democrats are winning on this issue. That's going to be the dominant issue in the election because Republicans will not have gotten it done.
Dallas, you get the final word.
I don't believe the Democrats are winning, but the idea that the country wins by keeping a failed health care system where premiums are going through the roof and people are dropping out of the exchanges are failing. If that's winning, I sure as heck would hate to see what losing is.
All right,
your president is sabotaging the health care system, Dallas. That is why it's failing.
Oh, yeah, the health care system was wonderful. There were no problems with premiums. There were no problems with exchanges. And
well,
the
bill...
Yeah, Brad, come on, be realistic. That health care bill is a gem in a lot of ways. That's why it's imploding, and insurers are dropping out left and right. All right, that's for another day.
I hope
guys,
they take that
brothers,
message into districts.
All right,
take
brothers,
that message into districts, Brad.
brothers, that's it.
You pass
Time's
this
up.
bill
Guys,
that
thank you
takes
very much.
23 million.